Some celebs pull up loco. You know we up next, pull up bobos. They gon' be there on repeat, they like, oh no. Where's the mix it up, let's take a photo now. For now, I'm loco. For now, preserve the beat, I'm more loud. I said I'm more loud, I'm more loud.
Yes, my peoples, big up yourself, man. Big up the whole Metric community. Smash the likes, my peoples, man. Let's get these likes going. Come on, my peoples. Let me set up this phone so that if anything comes true whilst we're streaming, I can just hit you up with the breaking news straight away. So I'm going to get into it, man. Keep these comments coming. Keep them all going, man. We're going to get straight into it. And anything that comes true, we'll get into it. I'm going to speak about the Semenyo stuff. This is what's come out. It's from Indicator. And this is what he's saying about this situation about Semenyo. And he's saying, listen, he said, Man United make contact, but Liverpool are still the front runners with Semenyo. And I'm going to give you some more context on Semenyo links. There's loads going on. I don't know how true it is. Indicator's a bit hit and miss, this guy. He broke the Belieber news. That's that and Sir Jim. He broke the Belieber news. Man United are going to get, we're in for Belieber. And Sir Jim flying a plane to Carrollton. That's the only two news I can vouch for Indicator. Apart from that, I can't vouch for him. But this is what he's come out and said. Literally, I'll show you the time, which was 10:30 last night. And he's come out and said, Man United make contact. Liverpool are front runners, according to sources that Manchester United has made a move for Anton Semenyo, presenting a contract offer to his agent. And that reports confirmed that a meeting took place on Wednesday between United officials and agents, signalling their interest. However, it's important to note that United isn't the front runner for his signature. The talks are still ongoing, but Liverpool is currently leading the race, having made the most progress in negotiations. When you look at Liverpool, you got to remember something. Liverpool have Richard Hughes. Richard Hughes came from Bournemouth. So for them to get a deal with Bournemouth, it's like 1, 2, 3. It's a click of a button. Richard Hughes don't need to email the negotiations. He just needs to phone them off his own phone. That's his mates. He just came from Bournemouth. So they can get a deal easy. But it's up to Semenyo where he wants to go. If he goes to Liverpool, where does he play? Does he have to hold bench for Gakpo, Chiesa? They've got a bit of competition. And the thing is, a lot of people have said about Semenyo, they've said, where would he play? Would he play wing back, etc.? He could play wing back, or he could be a 10. And you got to remember, we don't know what's going to happen with Amorim. Amorim might end up staying and getting a new contract. He might end up going. If he ends up going, we actually haven't got a left winger. When you actually think about it, we haven't got a left winger. We've got a right winger in Ahmad and Mbumo. Cunha can play in the middle as a 10 or up front. Bruno is a 10. He's not a left winger. Mason Mount is a 10. He's not a left winger. We've got no left wingers. So if we was to get Semenyo, because people are saying he's not needed, why do we need him? He can play as a 10. He can play as a winger. So it is what it is. But I reckon if there was a lot of people on for him, I don't think he'll want to come to Man United and play as a wing back. I'll be real. I think he'll want to go somewhere and play as a winger. Yeah, because that's his position. That's where he's thriving. Why would you want to turn around? So I don't know, man. But there's definitely place for him in the squad. Because we're sitting there and we're saying, where's the place for him in the squad? Is there definitely place for him? Where would he play? Bro, he will play. You understand? And especially how, look at us now. We've got no Cunha, no Sesko. We've got Xerxes up front. And that's it. Literally, you take him off, you're putting on Chido Obi or Trine and Mbumo up front. And even that is not even looking mad. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So we're limited at the moment anyway. So to have a bit more depth, it makes a bit more sense, even on the wing position, because we haven't really got a man. Remember, we look at our right side, and that's our side that we go and do everything. It's Mbumo and Ahmad. When they go to AFCON, we are done. What are we going to look at then? The left side don't do nothing. Dorgu's overhitting and underhitting passes. Who else is on the left side? What? Mason Mount. Come on, man. What are we doing here? So we'll see what happens, man. But we've made contact, apparently, with these. Remember, we made contact with him before. Ornstein came out and broke it all down. We had dinner with Semenyo, Amorim, and then we offered 50 million. Bournemouth said no, they wanted 70, so we walked off, and then we got Mbumo, which seems like it was the better deal at the time. It still is the better deal, to be honest. I'm happy with Mbumo. But So we've already kind of, he knows what we want. He knows what we're offering him. Maybe there's people offering him a bit more now because he signed a new contract. That's what maybe a meeting has to take place for. Who knows? But like I said, this is indicator. I don't really take him serious. I take him with a pinch of salt because he's only really got the Belieber news, right? And he's got the Sir Jim news. But apart from that, when it comes to players, I don't know, man. But Semenyo, we've presented a contract offer to his agent, but apparently Liverpool are the most ahead. So we'll see, man. We'll see. They've made the most progress in negotiations. I just don't know if he'll go to Liverpool, especially with their form right now. Would he turn around and go there? It's easy to say that now, obviously. When you look at Man United, we finished 15th and we still attracted players. So it is a bit of a mad one. I know he's an Arsenal supporter, and obviously Liverpool's in a better place than us right now. They're meant to be challenging for the league. We're trying to get ourselves stable. It's just up to him if he's going to turn around and say, you know what, I'm going to be part of that journey. And especially if you look at it right now, players might look at it. Look at Quenda. Quenda played for Amorim at Sporting. And then he said, bruv, I'm not coming back there to link you and go and play wing back. I'm not on that. I'd rather chill and go to Chelsea and play as a winger. I don't want to play wing back. So a lot of players might be upset with this wing back role. They might be on some, nah, I don't want to go over there and play wing back. That's mad. So Semenyo might not come. If he was probably coming to play left wing, the position that he's playing now and thriving, he might say, yeah, I want to go there. Or if he was a Man United supporter, it would make a bit more sense. But I know that he supports Arsenal. So, and Arsenal ain't going to go in for him. Unless they sell Martinelli and Trossard, they're not going in for him. Unless they wait till the summer. And then one of them goes in the summer and then they do the swap. So we'll see what happens, man. But Man United have made contact. Liverpool are the front runners still. Man United have made contact for Semenyo. We've presented our contract to his agent. But Liverpool are meant to be the front runners. And the talks are still ongoing, but Liverpool is currently leading the race, having made the most progress in negotiations. So that's that. That's from Indicator. I'll show you, obviously, look, this came out 19th, which is about, what, a week ago? About 10 days ago. And Fabrizio said, we are looking for a winger, number 10, that is electric, skillful, talented and fast. That's not going to be on the right side. We've got Ahmad and Bumo. It's only going to be on the left side. So it all kind of adds up. Ben Jacobs came out with it yesterday or the day before, and he said, we're still looking at Semenyo. Nothing has changed. Do you know what I'm saying? So who knows, man? Who knows? A lot of things are brewing. Obviously, it's easy to make a story now because obviously his name is ringing about, it's flying about. Everyone knows that he's got this release clause that is active in January. So it's kind of easy to go out there and just put a story about Semenyo. But, mate, it's crazy. Like, I don't know. I don't know, man. Like I said, we're looking at a 10/winger. So if we're looking at a 10/winger and Semenyo is definitely on that thing there, it looks like it could happen. So we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. It is a bit of a big one, though, but I'm cool with Semenyo coming, like I said. If we end up going to a 4-4-2, 4-2-3-1, Semenyo plays left wing and Bumo plays right wing, I'm smiling, bro. Do you understand? But if we carry on in this system, I don't know if Semenyo's going to want to come to defend and play wing back. You're playing too much. You're doing too much. You're playing more roles. So I don't know if he's going to be on that himself. But like I said, there's still talks about Semenyo. Are still looking at him. Look, this came out from Andy Mitten literally on the 27th, which is 2 days ago. And he said, listen, United went in for him last summer, but the deal timed out. The word from Bournemouth is that they wanted 70 million. My understanding of this was that there weren't many biters at that price. Us and Tottenham both walked away. Ornstein came out and said, Man United and Tottenham are not going to pay 70 million for him. So the deal timed out and then he signed a new contract. That's what he ended up doing because he realized no one ain't going to pay that. He signed a new contract. He got himself a better wage. I think he's on a 100K or something. And he's absolutely someone that Man United would be interested in signing to play for the team and improve the team. So Andy Mitten on the 27th is still saying he's absolutely somebody that we want. So there's, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's not going nowhere. And then obviously you had Ben Jacobs say this literally on the 27th, which was 2 days ago on the United stand. He came out and he said Manchester United's interest in Anton Semenyo is ongoing. So this is not nothing old because a lot of people talk about this about last year. Last year, Ruben had a meal with him. We tried to get him. We didn't get him. And then we ended up going for Mbumo. No, it's still ongoing now. So all these links are just coming out of nowhere about now. Do we still want Semenyo? A lot of people are sitting there saying, we don't need to get someone in that position. But when you actually think about it, we haven't got a left winger. We haven't. Mason Mount, Bruno are not wingers. Cunha could play there, but you're mostly playing him in the 10 or up front. He's not really do you know what I'm saying? We get a left winger in Semenyo, bro, we're cooking. But it's just, I don't know if he's going to want to come and play wing back. So I don't know. It's a weird one. Man City's meant to be in for him as well. Man City, Liverpool, I think Tottenham as well. Let me show you exactly what Ornstein said about Semenyo so we can get a bigger picture. This is what Ornstein last said about it. And he said Man United retain an admiration for Anton Semenyo yesterday. Literally yesterday, this is what Ornstein said about him. So all the links point to we still like him. We still want him. There's nothing saying that we fully don't want him. We retain an admiration. But he spoke about some other clubs as well. Where is it? He spoke about some other clubs. And look, this is what he mostly said. He said, Man United were interested in him and they still retain, but he more went towards Liverpool, Man City and Spurs. That's from what he's heard. So I don't know, man. Every day we're hearing different things from different journalists. Ben Jacobs coming out saying Man United still like him. Andy Mitten, who is very plugged in with Man United news, he's saying Man United still like him. Even he's saying, yeah, Man United still got interest in him, but he's more going with the Liverpool, Man City and Spurs. So it's crazy. I don't know, man. But like I said, Indy Kaler's woke up today and he's come out and said, yo, Manchester United have open talks with his camp. So for those that just came in the chat, that is what's been said about Semenyo. Do you understand? So I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. I'm going to get into the rest of the news. Keep the comments coming and then we'll get into it. Obviously, we got this stuff about Ederson as well. This came out literally 2 days ago and I'm going to show you what's come out. More talks have come out today. Man United have become the probable destination for Ederson. There's an expectation that conversations between the club and the player will resume soon. United's interest in Ederson is old and almost a deal got agreed in June 2025. We made a proposal to Atlanta and we agreed personal terms. United had a personal terms agreed with Ederson, but the Atlanta's board hit the fort, played hard to release, and then obviously they kept him. And then obviously his agent's gone mad now and he just came out and said this and said, bro, I believe Atlanta will sell him in January or the summer transfer window. His contract is nearing an end and he could leave for half of what Atlanta was asking for. Atlanta wanted 60 million euros. Now, this geezer's contract's nearly done. I think it's next season or the season after. They're asking for 30, 40 million euros. That's like 25 million pounds to 33 to 25 million pounds. I think he's the best choice as a cheap midfielder. You know, we got the two categories. We got the Beliebers, Anderson, and the Whartons. They're going to be 80 million, etc. And then we've got the João Gomez, Gallagher, and Ederson is in that category. I don't know how, but when you look at the price, he is the best. He's got experience. He's played in Champions Leagues. He's a good player. He's got aggression. He wins. You know what I'm saying? He wins duels. He scores goals as well. I think that's the guy. And obviously Fabrizio, all of them was coming out last year when we was doing this, and they were saying Ederson is someone that they really like. Man United really like Ederson, etc. So, boy, his agent is coming out and saying that. So you know there's truth to it. 30, 40 million euros. That's like 33 million pounds, 25 million pounds. That is a deal. Forget João Gomez. Forget Conor Gallagher, whatever his name is. Go and get Ederson, bro. His agent is twerking. And we already agreed personal terms with him last season. So he already knows. You know what I'm trying to say? So we'll see, man. We'll see what happens with that. We had this about Smith. Look at this. This came out yesterday about the Smith kid. Newcastle was meant to be interested in. But you know Newcastle, when the big teams pull up, forget about it, bro. You ain't got a chance. Sources at AC said that teams such as Man United, Barcelona, Real Madrid, and Dortmund were all monitoring Smith. They also said that a fee would have to be around 60 million euros. That's 53 million pounds. And that there's no release clause. Those AC sources said the club do not intend to let him go in January. So he's not one for January. He's a gem that a lot of people are looking at. I saw Newcastle links to him. From time you're seeing them sort of clubs, United, Barca, Real Madrid, Newcastle might just move on to the next guy. It's never going to happen. So yeah, that's Smith. So we'll see what happens with him, man. But he's definitely a good player. A lot of people have said good things about him. I watched the little comp. He looked okay. Obviously, I don't really go mad over comps because everyone looks good. Onana's got a comp. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's going to look like a world beater. So it is where it is. But he's obviously someone. Then we've got, obviously, JJ Gabriel, who is literally just played. And I think he scored a goal as well with the young boys against Liverpool. But he trained with the first team yesterday. And he scored a goal today. Crazy. So big up him anyway. And his time's going to come. You know his debut's coming soon. This is more news. This is from an Argentinian source. This is very reliable, by the way, when it comes to like Argentinian stuff, etc. And he comes out and says Manchester United are a contender to sign Ederson. Atlanta have lowered their demands. His exit price starts at 26 million. How can we be sitting here talking about João Gomez, Conor Gallagher and all these guys, and you got a baller like Ederson for 26 million and he's like 25, 26? Come on, man. What are we doing? I don't think there's any comparison. He's played for the Brazilian team. He's played in Champions Leagues. He's won the Europa League. He's 26 years old. Come on, bro. I think like it shouldn't even be a thing. And my man scores goals, defends. He does everything. He's a mixture. He's a box-to-box. Bro, I think he should be one of them, man. We go and Belieber or Anderson and we get Ederson. That is two good buys. But yeah, we'll see what happens with that anyway. So this is another source anyway. So that's 3 different sources. One source said that Man United, we agreed terms with him last season and we could be in for him again this season. That was Trevella. Then his agents come out and said it's going to be 30 to 40 million euros. He's in the last year of his contract, so he's due to go. And then now you got Edu, who's reliable for Argentinian, Spanish news. Like when like the players go to Brazil, or he'll come out and speak about Casemiro and Cunha and all of that. He's one of them guys. And he's talking about Man United are a contender to sign Ederson. So that might come out of nowhere. They've lowered their demands. So we'll see what happens with that, man. Obviously, this is Ruben Amorim's press conference 22 hours ago, just broken down quickly. So instead of going through 100 quotes, he more or less just said that Harry Maguire's out, more time than he expected. Benjamin Sesko's still out, no setback to his new injury. Benjamin Sesko's meant to be back as soon as Ahmad and what's his name? Ahmad Mbumo and Mazarawi go for AFCON. And they're meant to be going around the 8th, 9th after Wolves. So, yeah, they still got a week with us, basically. And Benjamin Sesko's out for a week. No setback. Matheus Cunha is still out and we'll be back for the West Ham game. So he's missing this game tomorrow against Palace at 12 o'clock. But he'll be back for the West Ham game. Amorim says he watches all the managers, including Oliver Glasner, when international break is on for inspiration, and he steals ideas as well. He says, listen, people think I don't adapt. I steal little ideas from this person, that person. I'm trying to be the greatest. Big him up. Amorim says the characteristics of the team need to change and that 3 points should have been picked up against Everton. Listen, I don't want to dwell on this too much because we're just going to end up all angry if we end up talking about the Everton game again. Shambles. We should have had 3 points. It should have been in the bag. By the time they went down to 10 men, by the time they got to the 50th minute, we should have been giving debuts to our kids. But it is where it is, bro. You see Chelsea play Barcelona with 10 men, tear them apart. But we don't want to talk about it for too long. So we'll move on from that. Obviously, this is Cunha. This is Alex Crook. He rolls with Ben Jacobs. He's a bit gassed now. And he's saying Matheus Cunha will miss the Man United's weekend trip to Palace. The issue was previously reported as a little knock. Ben Jacobs was saying it's precaution. He's going to be okay for the next game. It's only precaution. How is it precaution if the geezer was almost knocked out? This is why I say a lot of them just talk rubbish. They will just act like they know more than they need to know. Cunha's out. I don't know when he's going to be out to. The manager saying he don't know. We don't know. But when you get asked this question and you try and act like you know everything, you've got the biggest insiders, they always add comments that they don't need to add. Ben Jacobs was saying it's a precaution. He's going to be back. He said he could play for Everton, the Everton game. He said he could play the Everton game, but it's a precaution, so he'll definitely be back for the next one. He's not back. The geezer nearly got knocked out. So, yeah, anyways, it is where it is. We've got this about Bayern. So, Besiktas have made Altay Bayern their main goalkeeper target for January. So, that's a team in Turkey. Remember, he probably got some competition. Because I don't think he played the last game for Turkey. It might have been Kakir. The last game for Turkey, I don't think he played it. So he's got competition over there. But remember, if he goes to Turkey, and he's playing for Besiktas, which is one of the best teams, all eyes on him. Do you understand? It gives you a better chance to end up going to the Turkey for the World Cup if they're in the World Cup. I'm guessing they are. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Because he's got competition in that position anyway. So we'll see what happens, man. But Bayern there, he needs to leave anyway. Like, we're already talking about bringing back Vitek after the season ends. He's at loan to Bristol City. So Bayern there looks like he's on his way out anyway. We don't rate him. Since Lamens came in, I haven't heard. This is the first time I've even had to say his name. We don't even talk about him no more. He doesn't warm up. Nothing. Like, we haven't spoke about him once. So it is what it is. It's good that the only time man's speaking about him is for him to leave. So that's their main goalkeeper target for January. So we'll see what happens with that, man. Let me get a few of these comments and then I'll get into the rest of the news. Like I said, there's loads to talk about. We ain't in for Semenyo, bro. Don't think we need him, bro. Let's go for Njai. So you want Njai instead, yeah, instead of Semenyo. JJ Gabriel hat-trick. I just see that. I'm going to get into that. I'm going to see that. Hat-trick. I thought he scored 1 goal. I saw him score the 1 goal where he cut in, cut out, scored. I didn't even see the hat-trick, but big him up. 16 years old. Mad. I've gone 2-1 for us. I'm hoping it's 2-1 for us. I can't make predictions no more, bro, because I just keep being wrong. From the Brentford game, I was like, we're going to smash them. We're moving mad. We ended up getting moved to. From there, I can't make predictions. The only team I knew we was going to beat was Liverpool for some reason. Played midweek, huge game for us. Exactly. See Palace playing against Strasbourg on Thursday. That's good. But then you got to remember, we played Everton with 10 men for 80 minutes, whatever it was, and we still didn't capitalize. So I'm kind of like, ooh, does it really mean anything? You know what I'm trying to say? I get it. They was in France. They've only had 2 days to rest and all of that. But, bro, we played a team with 10 men and we didn't do anything. So now I look at that Palace game and I'm like, I don't know, man. I know the Strasbourg game was huge. Even them losing was good. It don't give them that confidence, but I don't know. If you still have Amorim in charge, you'll always be limited. Yeah, that's the thing with Semenyo. Is he going to come and want to play left wing back? Ben Jacobs said Semenyo is striving in his position as a left winger. So I don't think he wants to go and play left wing back. But who knows, man? Can you rate all my all-time United 11? Assuming they're all prime. De Gea, Evra, Hines, Stam. Hines over Ferdinand. Hines over Ferdinand. And Vidic. You ain't got Vidic and Hines? Nah, safe. Man ain't got no Vidic or Ferdinand in there. And man's talking about, nah, Stam is cold, but not Hines, man. Come on. Valencia, Casemiro. Haha, safe. I'm out. It's okay, but it's not. I wouldn't say it's the maddest thing. Indicator, source, I trust. Indicator is hit and miss. I'll be real with you lot. He's hit and miss, man. He says a 1-2 things he gets it. Basically, he's a man. He will say 30 things, 4 of them will be right. And then that 4, he will never stop talking about it. You know what I'm saying? That's what Indicator is about. They have inside scoop on the African players. It's true. Man put in Mbumo all-time chills. That's what I'm saying. He went mad with that one. Smart move for him. If he has common sense, he'll go there. He will play in the correct position. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That left wing back, I don't think it's going to happen, man. We're going to get linked with Vinny and our friends are going to say he could be our wing back. We're cooked. Vinny don't press for nothing as well. Liverpool don't need him. We need defenders. Oh, we a Liverpool fan, yeah? Liverpool. Big up yourself, Gareth, man. I know you lot definitely need defenders, but I don't like the way Liverpool always get onto Konate, but they never get onto Van Dijk. The man's playing basketball, bro. The man is playing basketball, but you lot don't ever get onto him. 2 years ago, everyone was saying Dorgy was going to the best left back. Let's give him time. Yeah, you know what it is? What I've realized is we gas up a lot of our players, especially our young players. I've realized it, man. We gas up a lot of them. Any academy players we get, we go too crazy. That's why I don't want to put no pressure on these kids. We was going mad for Chido Obi last year. Obviously, Hoyland was playing trash, so it made sense to go mad. Like, yeah, please, Amorim, give him a chance. But he wasn't ready, bro. He's coming on to games. He just wasn't ready. But this is what I'm saying. Any player that we see, Heaven now. Why don't we play Heaven? Bro, we're just about winning games. We haven't won nothing in our last 3 games. He's trying to get through with our senior players. I understand we've got to give some academy players some time and some grace, but we always do go a bit mad. We gas up players for no reason. Smash the likes, Man United. Big up yourself, man. Appreciate you, man. Smash the likes, my peoples, man. You know we're here every single day. Yeah? Metric community. So, yeah, let's get into it, man. Nishi early got scores, goals. Semenyo won't come here. He wouldn't play hardest position in the team. It's true. That left wing back, you're running up and down. So let's get into the rest of the news, and I'll keep these comments coming, keep smashing the likes, and we'll get into it. But let me just show you what else going on. So that's Brian there. Becky Tash are in for him. Hopefully they take him in January, and then I don't know what happens. But Tom Heaton could be the backup until the end. So this is Ruben. He's come out himself and said this. Look at this. Manchester United need another wing back like Ahmad. So this just goes to all the Semenyo chat now, when you actually think about it. So we need another wing back like Ahmad. Ruben Amorim says Man United need another attacking wing back like Amad Diallo to become better playing in his system. Man United boss Ruben Amorim says he needs the same thing basically. So this is from Ruben Amorim's own mouth. This is not no source from. This is Amorim saying it himself. So from time we've got Ahmad on the right with Mbumo doing what they're doing, technically we want a winger. Wing back is a winger to Ahmad, to Amorim. It's not no wing back where he's proper sick at defending first, defense is his first thing, and then he's good at no. You're a winger. You know what I'm trying to say? You're a specialist winger. Nuno Mendes and wingers, people that are more attack-minded. So this is why it comes to the Semenyo stuff a little bit more when I've just showed you lot about Semenyo. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like Semenyo could be that winger on the left, but I just can't see him coming with all these teams in for you, coming to Man United to play left wing back. Something you're not used to. You got to get used to the system. It sounds too techie. Even us just talking about it sounds confusing. Imagine that he's got to come, he's got to do a bit of defending, and then he's got to run. Just put him in his position that he knows, which is a left winger, or maybe he comes and plays the left 10. Who knows? But even that, he's not. Is he a 10? I know he's good with inside spaces. He's good with the ball, so he could play as a 10. But most people want to play in their actual position, especially Semenyo had the most goals and assists at one stage. I can't remember, but this is what I'm trying to say. He's going to want to carry on his form of what he's doing. But as you can see, we're in for someone. And I've showed you, look, Ben Jacobs came out and said we're looking at a 10 slash winger. Fabrizio Romano came out and said the same thing. We're looking at a 10 slash winger. Why? Why are we looking at a 10 slash winger? It's because of this. Man United need another wing back like Ahmad. So we're trying to have a team where you don't even know where we're going to hit you from. We've got Ahmad and Mbumo moving mad on the right. Then we possibly got a wing back and Cunha on the left moving mad. So you don't know what way it's going to go. You can try and your game plan might be limit, double up on Ahmad and triple up on Ahmad and Mbumo every time they got the ball. But then we're just swinging it to Cunha and Semenyo or whoever it is. And they're just doing a mad thing on that side. It just shows. But I just don't like the fact that why is he coming out and keep telling them this? Why are you telling? People start seeing it as excuses like, oh, I didn't get all my players, etc. Bro, January's coming up. Obviously, if they're backing you, we're gonna get whatever. The only thing I like about Ineos and their signings is all of their signings are specialists to every position. We don't sign no one. We didn't go and sign a Jeremy Frimpong, someone that just only plays as wing back. We're signing players that can play in any position. Semenyo could come in, play as a 10. If it doesn't work out with Ruben Amorim, he is a left winger, and that will be our only left winger. We haven't even got a left winger when you actually think about it. Garnacho was probably a left winger, and he's gone. We haven't got a left winger. Mason Mount is not a left winger. Bruno Fernandes in left winger. Ahmad and Mbumo are right wingers. Cunha could play there, but he's not a left winger. He can play more as a 10, or he can play up front. So my thing is, we'll see what happens, man. But that's what Ruben Amorim's come out and said himself. So you can see it in the title. Amorim has asked for another winger. We'll see what happens. That's from Sky Sports. So that's that. That's Cunha on Instagram. He's put this on Instagram himself. He said, despite the joke, thank you for your concern. Much love. Thank you for all the messages. I haven't gone crazy yet. You know what's crazy? He's wrote that. Thank you for all the messages. I haven't gone crazy yet. And then put, despite the joke, because he knows how sensitive this whole world is, that he has to put it's a joke. Someone might come out, oh my God, you're laughing at crazy people. Like, it's so mad. He's had to literally just let it be known, like, all right, that's a joke, but I'm cool though. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's mad now, Twitter and that. It's so sensitive. But yeah, that's him on Instagram. So obviously his head, he nearly got knocked out or something, but he seems okay, and he's going to be ready for West Ham, which is on Thursday. So it is where it is, man. We'll see what happens, man. Big up Cunha. Yeah, I wouldn't say we're struggling without him, but we look lost with Xerxes up top. I'll be real. We put the ball in the box about 100 times against Everton, and it looked very thing. This is my thumbnail today. It's a little joke. This girl is meant to be, I don't know what she is. Someone says she's an OnlyFans or something. I don't know. I thought this was Amorim. When I walked past, I'm actually like, it's Amorim. And then I laughed about it because I looked at my man's shoes and his socks and it's got the whole Amorim look, but this is obviously not Amorim. So a lot of you lot might have looked at the thumbnail and thought, what, is that Amorim? And I'm like, nah. I thought it was a little laugh still. So I just thought I'll just get it in there. So that's that. We've got this about Guirassy. This is Plettenberg. Plettenberg is a fraud. I don't rate him. The only time I rate him a bit is when things come from Germany, because that's where he's at. When he talks about Prem, sometimes he comes in and tries to talk about the Premier League. He just goes mad. He said something about Isaac. Man United went in for Isaac and he said no. Like, you just killed yourself sometimes when you say stuff, because you just say Man United for no reason. So this is what he's ended up saying about Guirassy, who's obviously in Germany. He works for Sky Sports Germany. So when he talks about Germany news, I'll keep an eye on it. But when it's stuff about Premier League, he came out the other day and said Semenyo, Liverpool wants Semenyo for January, even though that he's going to AFCON. Semenyo's not going to AFCON. Everybody killed him in the comments and then he took it off. That's how much of a fraud he is. So when he talks about Premier League, just forget about him. But this is what he's ended up saying anyway. Guirassy is one to watch for the summer as he could leave Borussia Dortmund. 29-year-old's top striker is understood to have a release clause that should be at only around 50 million euros. So what's that? 43 million pounds, 44 million pounds. It applies to 7 top clubs: Real Madrid, Barcelona, Man City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, and Man United. And that's not really from him. That's more from Berger. Berger's reliable. I like Berger. Berger don't really gas like that. So if Berger's saying it, there's some truth to it. What do you not think about him? I don't think he's all that. I think he's okay. He will score a goal, and I wouldn't mind him coming off the bench, but I would not be comfortable with him being my main number 9. Like, he's not a Harry Kane, or he's not. I'm not gonna be gassed. Like when he's 1-on-1 with the keeper, I'm not gonna be celebrating already. He's not one of them strikers. So I don't know. What do you not think about him? But yeah, like I said, this is one to watch for the summer. We could get some depth. We could get someone to challenge Sesko. It looks like Xerxes going to leave. Let's be real. They don't fancy Xerxes, bro. Ineos ain't fancying him. Amorim definitely doesn't fancy him in the 10 or nothing. He's been playing because we literally got nobody. Cunha and Sesko are injured, so we got no one. That's the only reason Xerxes playing. So I reckon we sell Xerxes and go for another striker to stay with Sesko, to give Sesko a little. It could be a Harry Kane. It could be someone. Who knows? But Guirassy, he scores goals. Every time I watch Champions League, this guy scores for Dortmund. He always scores goals, but I just don't see him as that guy that's going to come and light it up and give man confidence. I don't think he's all that. But you lot might know more than me. Let me know what you lot think in the chat. If you lot think this guy is worth going for. But it's definitely one to watch for summer. I don't think any club on this list goes for him, by the way. I'll be real. Maybe Barcelona, if Lewandowski goes and they keep Rashford or something. I don't know. I just can't see anything in him that will make man say, yeah, he's a superstar. So we'll see, man. It's one to watch for the summer, and it's from Plettenberg. This is obviously the Semenyo stuff. I read it already. I'll summarize in a minute. For those that just come in the chat or whatnot, I'll summarize. This is Ruben on Lisandro Martinez, and he says, if he's on the bench, he's ready, of course. We need to control his minutes, but if he's on the bench, he's ready to play. Obviously, he was on the bench against Everton, and we know how that went. So he didn't get a time to get a little time. Maybe he would have been able to get a little 10 minutes playing against 10 men. Do you know what I mean? If things were going a bit right. But it didn't, obviously. So, yeah, he's on the bench. He might be able to get a little time against who we playing, Crystal Palace. But obviously, remember, it depends on the situation, right? If we're playing and it's getting intense and he just come from injury and we're fighting for a goal. And remember, they got some fast players. Mateta, who's the other one? Sarr, Pino. It's long, man. It's a long day. That's obviously the more Semenyo talks. This is Liverpool. Remember, the young boys just smashed them 7-0, by the way. Our young boys, JJ, Gabriel and that, just smashed them 7-0 just now. Look at that. Gabriel got a hat-trick. I didn't even know that until someone just said in the chat. So we got a bit of revenge from the young boys. Remember, Gabriel's only 15 years old, you know. This geezer, 15 years old. He's playing with the under-18s. And man just scored a hat-trick. With the under-18s, he's 15 years old. Crazy. They call him the next Messi, the next Neymar. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy, bro. So good on them and good on the young boys. They got a bit of revenge. Hopefully the senior team can go out there and smash them 6-7-0. We only got the 2-1. It was enough, but you know what I'm saying. So yeah, big up the young boys, man. Big up the young boys. So that's the chat there. What's that there? Cool. Should Xerxes be given another chance against Palace? Chido Obi's birthday today. They're saying happy birthday to Chido Obi. 18th birthday. This is what I'm saying, man. We need to put these guys in when they're ready, man. Some people are going to sit down and say they're not ready. Don't give them time. But some people, they broke through when it was hard. Rashford broke through with Van Gaal when it was hard. He had no one else to play. Rashford, go do your thing. And then he made his time. That's a Roscoe, the young boy that we got from, is it Colombia? Or Ecuador, whatever. The new, they call him the new Caicedo. We got him for $1 million. I don't know what that is in pound. That might be like 500K or something. He's on his way to thing now. And he's put, it's a dream move or something. What did he say? On the way to a dream. So he's respecting it. And they're proper bigging him up. And he's the captain for the under-17s of his country. Do you understand? So he's proper. They're saying he's the next Caicedo. Obviously, man don't know who he is. Like that. I've only seen little comps. Probably you lot have all seen comps. We haven't watched him fully to gas ourselves up and say, yeah, he is the next Caicedo or anything like that. But we'll see, man. We'll see what happens with him. So let me summarize what's going on then. Because for those that just came in, Semenyo is the big news, obviously. Indicators come out 15 hours ago and said Man United made contact, but Liverpool are still the front runners. You got to remember, Richard Hughes, who is Liverpool's sporting director, came from Bournemouth. So he don't need to email them how we would. We would have to email them, yo, can we negotiate? Give us a time, and then we start talking. He would just phone his mate and say, yo, we want Semenyo. We saying, did it? Done. You know what I'm saying? And it's up to Semenyo if he wants to go there or not. Let me get a few of these comments. We would need a 4-3-3. We would need him if we played a 4-3-3, but Lord Savior, Amorim ain't going anywhere, so it's better to buy a player that suits the system. Otherwise, we will hear we will suffer, quote, for years. Smash the likes, my peoples, man. These likes are not making no sense. Smash these likes, man. You know we're here for you like every day. I hear you, though. I do hear you. I do hear you, bro. And I feel like if he was coming in to play left wing, it would be better for him. He's striving in that position, and it'll be easy to get players. You can't be going to players trying to sell them something and telling them to play in a different position. It might not work sometimes. Indicator talks open, but Semenyo won't come. He will sign with Real Madrid when Vinny moves. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think Vinny's going anywhere. Gabriel is legit. He's 14, 10 goals already in an under-18s league. 10 goals in an under-18s league is crazy. We need a better manager. United fan, yeah. Another fake account, leave me alone. Leave me alone, fake Mustafa. What's going on in there? We ain't getting Semenyo. Who do you think we get then? Do you think we go and get Njai? Do you think we get anyone? Because obviously the reports are there. I've just showed you, lot. The reports are there. Fabrizio's come out and said it. I think Ornstein said it as well. He said Man United are looking at a 10/winger. We're looking at a 10/winger. Look at that. Man United are looking for a winger /number 10 that is electric, skillful, talented, and fast. This is not going to be a 10 on the right-hand side. It can only be on the left. So who is it? Njai? Is it Semenyo? Who is it? This is Fabrizio Romano. Ornstein said something the same. We're not going to get a 10 on the right-hand side when we've already got man on that side. Xerxes needs another full 90. The most coaching and beautiful player. Why don't we go for Glasner? He could continue the system we adopted, and Wharton and Guy would probably want to follow him. I don't think Guy wants to follow him. Guy wants to leave. I don't think Guy wants to leave because it's the system. I think he wants to leave just to go to a bigger club. So he could want to follow him, actually. It's true. He's dead food, only good in German league. That's exactly what I said. That's exactly what I just said. He's dead food. He's only good for the German league. And Guirassy, the story that he's talking about is the German league. Guirassy plays for Dortmund. That's what I'm saying. That's the only reason I'm even giving it any time. I wouldn't even be talking about it. But like, Believer, Wharton and Guy, the way he took the pen as well the other day was suspect. I don't rate him, man. I don't really rate him. I just feel like he's a guy. He's a poacher. He will get you goals. If he goes to somewhere like West Ham, he will get goals. He will get goals if he came to United. But he's not pleasing on the eye, and it won't be enough. You know what I want? He'll miss more. He'll miss. I just feel like he will miss a lot of opportunities, but he will get some as well. You know what I'm saying? Putting in players too young, got destroyed by it. Why would he want to go to Liverpool when they're racing? He ain't played there. Oh yeah, remember they got onto him, innit? The guy got remember Semenyo is the guy that got racially abused, and then the guy got arrested. That was him. So it's crazy. You're right. Semenyo at real. At right wing back, I'm guessing. I'm guessing that means right wing back. I know, it's crazy. It's crazy. So yeah, that's more or less the news, man. Let me just summarize it, man. For those that's coming, so Man United are looking at a winger/10. Fabrizio said it. Ornstein said it as well. This is the young boys. They just won 7-0. Big up them. JJ Gabriel, this geezer, 15 years old, playing with the under-18, scored a hat-trick. He's got 10 goals in that league. Madness. Lisandro Martinez, he's ready to play. If he's on the bench, he's ready. He was on the bench against Everton. I think if the game was a bit different and we was winning, he would have probably got a few minutes. Indicators broke the news 15 hours ago that Man United have made contact. I told you that I don't do clickbait. If I put it on the title, it was here somewhere. And that Liverpool are still currently leading the race because they've made the most progress in negotiation. Garazzi, he's a German. This Plettenberg's a German journalist, and he's come out and said Garazzi is one to watch for the summer. City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, United, Barcelona, and Madrid can buy him for 50 million euros, which is about 44 million pounds. I don't really rate him, so we'll see. This is Amorim lookalike. Man's got the whole outfit, the crepe, the socks, everything. It's not even Amorim. Some of you that probably saw it on the thumbnail and thought it was Amorim. I thought it was Amorim too. I thought I need to get a few people with that. So it's not Amorim. So lookalike. Boy Cunha, he's obviously put out thanks for the messages. I haven't gone crazy yet, and he's training hard. And obviously, Amorim come out and said he should be back by Wednesday. Amorim came on Sky Sports, or he said this somewhere, and Sky Sports has put it on their website. Amorim has said Manchester United need another wing back like Ahmad. So he's saying we need another winger. Ahmad is a winger. Do you understand? If we get a defender, that's not a wing back. That's just a back. So we need a winger. So Semenyo, with all these Semenyo talks coming out of nowhere, is he the one that they're looking at to put in that position? I think 65 million for a wing back is crazy. But then again, we haven't got a left winger. When you actually look at it, we haven't got a left winger. Cunha can mostly play on the 10 and the left 10, and he can play up front. Let's just say we went to a 4-2-3-1 or something. We changed manager and went to a 4-2-3-1. Who plays left wing? Maybe only Cunha. Mount is not a left winger. Bruno's not a left winger. So Semenyo could have that role. But maybe now he's looking at it like left wing back. I'm not on all that. So we'll see what happens. But Amorim has said he needs another wing back like Ahmad for his system to improve. So we'll see what happens. Altay Bayındır is the main goalkeeper target for Beşiktaş, which is obviously a Turkish team with the World Cup coming up. Is it good for him to go there and he gets more eyes on him? He might do what Onana just done. Onana's over there, Trabzonspor on Spur. Even though Cameroon, Onana could have probably sat on the bench for about a year and he still would have played for Cameroon because there's not a lot of competition like that. Because he plays in the Prem, he's got his, you get it, he's rated. But Bayındır, he has to play because they've got a few good keepers. Kakir and all of that. He plays for Galatasaray. So maybe that's going to be good for him to leave and go over there. And this is the first time I've heard Bayındır's name since Lamens came in. We haven't heard his name once. I haven't even seen him train in anything. It's crazy. Cunha obviously was knocked out, nearly knocked out, almost knocked out in training. That's why it was bad. But as we've just seen, he's due to be back against West Ham. And this is just Amorim's press conference within 5 lines. Instead of reading all the quotes one by one, we're not going to do that. Maguire's out longer than expected. Sesko is still out, no setback. Cunha's still out. He'll be back for the West Ham game. Amorim says that he watches every manager on international break and steals little ideas. And he just says that the characteristics of the team need to change and that we should have had 3 points against Everton. Sure, we did. Ederson, 26 million is what Man United are a contender to sign Ederson. Atlanta have lowered their demands. His exit price starts at 26 million pounds. That's all they want now. 26 million pounds. And I'll get straight into that and show you exactly what I mean by that. This came out the other day that we agreed personal terms with him last season, but Atlanta put their foot down and wanted to keep him. Now they're trying to sell him for half the price, as you can see from his agent. This is his agent. He's come out and said, I believe Atlanta will sell him in January or the summer transfer window. His contract is nearing the end. He could leave for half of what Atlanta was asking, which is 30-40 million euros. So that's 34 million pounds to 26 million pounds. So either way, 26 million pounds, 30 million pounds for Ederson. That's a steal. I don't know what man are doing here. We're looking at João Gomez and Conor Gallagher. Just go and get Ederson. Gabriel obviously trained with the first team and then he scored a hat-trick today, so he's in a different thing. AZ, they're looking at Smith. We're looking at him, Barcelona, Real Madrid, Dortmund, we're all monitoring him, but they're saying £53 million. They think he's going to be a generational talent. I think Newcastle were looking at him as well, but you know Newcastle have got no chance whatsoever. No chance. Forget about it. This is the more Semenyo talk, 27th, which is 2 days ago. Ben Jacobs said Man United are still interested in Semenyo, and Andy Mitten said the same thing. He's absolutely somebody Man United will be interested in signing to play for the team to improve the team. You understand? So there's bare talks, man. Fabrizio said that Gomez is keen on joining the Man United. He's keen to leave and go anywhere. I wouldn't even get excited about that because he just wants to leave there. He's in a relegation battle. Just get me out of here, please. Save me, someone. I don't really want him to come to United. I'd rather get Ederson, to be real with you lot. Obviously, Ross Cole, he's making his way to United as we speak, literally. And he's excited about that, to sign his paperwork, etc. That's Darren Fletcher with JJ Gabriel, with obviously he's got the match ball. So yeah, big him up, man. Big up, man. Big up the young boys, man. They're doing their thing. Cheeto Obi, it's his birthday today. And that's more or less the news, my peoples, man. I should be on later with a 10-minute update with any news that comes out from now all the way to the end of today. So make sure you lot smash the like, subscribe if you're new. Appreciate all of you lot. Love my peoples.
Got some celebs, pull up local. You know we up next, pull up mobos. They don't be there on repeat, they're like, oh no. Where's the mix it up, let's take a photo now. For now, I'm local. For now, preserve the beat, I'm more loud. I said I'm more loud, I'm more loud.